Hi, welcome to this video series about speech evaluation in Toastmasters. This first video is going to focus on the things that you can do prior to actually going to the Toastmaster meeting. It's a really good idea for speech evaluators to do some prep work ahead of time because we owe it to the speaker. The speaker is often doing a lot of prep work ahead of time, and we should also be doing the same. So let me show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. First of all, you want to find out which speech that you'll be evaluating. And if you are a club that uses EasySpeak, you can actually go to the website, log in, and you can see who will be speaking. Not only can you see the order of the speeches, but you can see the order of who will be doing the evaluations. If you don't use EasySpeak, hopefully what your club does is you have an agenda somewhere, maybe on a shared drive, either on Google or Dropbox or OneDrive, something like that. Or you can at least just give your VPE a call and say, who am I evaluating? Which speech is it from? So you want to know the project number and which manual it is out of. You also may be able to know this like at the meeting as you're ending it. So some clubs will prepare for the next meeting in the meeting. So one of the agenda items may be at the very end. You'll talk about who's going to be speaking next week, who's going to be evaluating, who's going to be the timer, all of that sort of stuff. So you may know this information before you actually leave the meeting prior. Now what you want to do is actually go and review the requirements for that specific speech. And you have some options here as well, depending on how your Toastmasters club is set up. One, you may have that manual already in your possession. So let's say that you're evaluating somebody that is doing a speech out of the Competent Communicator Manual. Everybody in the club has that manual, so you may have that one on hand. That would be an easy one. If it's an advanced manual, you may or may not have that manual in your possession. So how do you find it? One of the things that you can do is you can go out and Google it. The other option is hopefully your club will keep a library of materials somewhere, maybe on that same shared folder that you all have your agendas on or something like that. But you would want to keep this library of materials where you've taken a picture or you've got a copy somehow, some way of what the requirements are for the speech and the evaluation guide for that speech. That's the important part. Let's take a look at what it looks like on Google to find these things, because you can find a lot of them online, and maybe you download a whole bunch of them and just keep them in your library. That might be the easiest thing to do. So let me show you how I would do that to go and find it on Google. Okay, so here we are at the website, and I'm just going to Google the Competent Communicator Manual evaluation forms. Okay, so I may type something like this into the search bar, and when I press the enter key, hopefully what comes back is, there's all kinds of PDF files that show evaluation forms. Here's the icebreaker, things like that. So I'm just going to open one of these. I'm going to click on this one here, and it will give me all of the speeches in the Competent Communication Manual. So what's nice about this particular PDF is it gives you the executive summary, the objectives of the speech, any notes to the evaluator, and then down here it starts showing us what is the actual evaluation form, what does it look like. So at this point, if we either Google this or this is on a shared drive somewhere, we can print this out, we can look at it, we can prepare ourselves for this particular speech evaluation. In this PDF, you also have project number 2, which is organize your speech, and it goes through the same thing of an executive summary, the objectives, notes to the evaluator, and then the actual evaluation form that's in the manual. At this point, what I'm doing in my mind as I am preparing for a speech evaluation is I'm looking at what is really the purpose of the speech. So for example, if I was doing an evaluation of someone doing this organize your speech, project number 2, out of the Competent Communication Manual, what I'm really looking for is what does organize your speech mean to me? As a person who does speeches, I want to know, okay, so what are the things that I want to look for? And I may make my own notes regarding that so that I am clear about what it is that I'm listening for. And I will actually write out the things that I want to do. And I may, in fact, maybe underline things. So for example, to me, speech value here, I'm not sure that I care about that. Because of the really organizing your speech is about what is the organization? Is it logical and clear? Is there an opening? Is there a body? Is there a conclusion? Those may be the things to me that are the most important. Transitions, probably, I would want to pay attention to that and listen for that, but I may not care at all about the speech value. And now, in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through what you do actually at the meeting to do your speech evaluation. This prep work is something that hopefully you've done before you actually get to that Toastmaster meeting. So you've written your notes, you've highlighted some things, and now you're prepared to actually go to the meeting. So I'll see you on the next video.